Good morning. God's kingdom is at hand. You are not alone. It is well.
Being aware of changes in your level of compassion is key. Your level of stress and how you feel about caregiving can change from day to day and may also depend on your older adult's health, especially when faced with chronic suffering such as dementia and so on. Through slow deterioration, honey, you are not alone. Start making notes, because by regularly making notes on how you are feeling every step of the way through the day, you can track your stress levels and triggers. For example, where and at what point in the day you are more stressed, why you felt more stressed, and especially or equally so to your compassion fatigue levels over the time. Perhaps you could try rating how you feel on a scale of 1 to 10, making it easier to track and identify periods and triggers of concern in order to present information to your doctor when requested, and for yourself as well, so you know what, when, and how. For example, if you are usually feeling irritated and overwhelmed, as well as having trouble sleeping due to worry, you might decide that you are at a level 7, and it is a good idea to note down a few top symptoms you are having too. The way in which you scale is entirely up to you, whether you decide to use letters or numbers or even colors, whichever works best for you. Allocating one for the highest could be that your symptoms are so severe and unrelentingly that your health is at risk. Another for the lowest, meaning perhaps you are not or have not experienced any symptoms at all. Medium, meaning symptoms have been fluctuant or coming and going. It's entirely up to you. It's entirely at your discretion. You see, by keeping an eye on your symptoms of compassion fatigue levels, highest or top symptoms assist you in identifying and taking action before you reach that severe stage of danger zone, depending on your preference, the highest color, number, or letters. But either way, you are not alone. I know we all do this from time to time, but don't feel like taking care of yourself is a luxury. Self-care is essential, especially for your long-term caregiving. It keeps you mentally and physically healthy, and believe it or not, protects you against compassion fatigue. I know and I hear you. It might feel selfish to take care of yourself, or maybe even a bit guilty for it too. You might feel a bit guilty for it too. But if you are running down, overwhelmed, and have a short temper, that will definitely come through when you are caring for your older adults. They will pick up on it, perhaps start twitching when you come close to them, because they don't know how you are going to react. You see, there is so much more to you taking care of yourself, so that the person you are caring for is happy in the environment, mentally, and so on. They are already suffering physically, at least giving them that right. Does that make sense? You see, when you're feeling healthy, you are able to be a better caregiver by engaging more with the person you are caring for, laughing more and harder. We're talking about belly hurting, good old fashioned stitches and tears laughing. It's good, Susan. It's good for the soul, and it's good for the spirit. It's the joy of living, feeling like it's a good day to be alive. Amen. I know each person has a different way of taking care of themselves, but in general, you'd probably want to exercise regularly Even with the lockdowns, get your older adults to join in, whether bedbound or not. Get creative and you can work it out together if they are able to. Or if not, they can watch you and laugh with you during the process, even if it is just for 10 minutes to 15 minutes in the day. Here's another one: eating a healthy diet. I know after a tough day it's tempting to plop down in front of the TV with a bag of chips or cookies and a bottle of wine, but those aren't positive coping techniques. Instead, put together a list of go-to coping strategies that are positive and healthy. Having a good quality sleep, I know it can be especially hard, especially with the late stages of dementia and Alzheimer's. Do talk to your doctor about the household's lack of sleep and the effects it's having on all of you, and they will put something in place for you so you can get that high quality sleep and as much of it as possible. That right there, that is the dream, right? Right? It is so important to take time out for yourself, at least even if it's just for 10 minutes, sitting down by yourself, having a cup of tea in your own world, you know. I don't, if you can look back and think about the hobbies you enjoyed prior to caregiving, it is important to maintain some of those that takes you away from caregiving, therefore relieving you from the compassion fatigue cloud that could be looming over you, and preventing you from isolation as well, keeping in touch with friends, giving them a call every so often, or asking them to give you a call at a certain time so that you can have a normal conversation with people, with other people, and you won't feel so isolated and so alone. Joining a support group is another good one.
If you like what you've been listening to, do like, subscribe, and share the channel for the growth of the channel so that a whole lot more people will learn to appreciate the elderly and, God willing, treat them a whole lot better. Making a change